The tea is piping hot. Hey, say it with me. The tea is piping hot. Hey, the tea is piping hot. The tea is piping hot. Nah, for real. Watch out now. Watch out now. Can't be burning my tongue. Hey, nah, for real, for real. Listen. Shout out to all the returning subscribers. Shout out to the new subscribers. Listen, I've got a lot of content on the way. I may not upload as quick as Bouncer, but bear with me though, man. Bear with me. Please, by all means, bear with me. Give me a second. I need to do something real quick. Give me a second. But yeah, man, the tea is piping hot. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna react to the Bouncer versus the Shadeborough. Because honestly, yeah, what is going on? Like, seriously, what is seriously going on? Like, nah, for real. We need to figure this out. Because obviously I reacted to the situation where there was a woman that worked for the Shadeborough and she was saying what she was saying. And I'm thinking, what really is going on? But we're about to get into that. Like, the real truth. So let's start off with this. Bear in mind, yeah, we're going to do this by actual proper timeline. Yeah. So hold on. So we're going to do this by a proper timeline. So this was 2 months ago. Yeah. 5 rappers had the owner of the Shadeborough under pressure. Under pressure. If you know that tune, you know that tune. But anyway, shout out to Bounce Off from Play Dirty and that. Get me? It's funny because that song I was just singing, if you know, Krypton Conan made a reference to Jedward. That, you know what I mean? Obviously, anyway, you didn't know that. Let's get straight into it. No delays. We ain't coming for that. Let's go.
Moving in with your snoring soulmates, but now you need a solution which isn't separate rooms. You can now ask AI mode on Google whatever's on your mind, and even ask follow-ups.
The internet is a fake place and it's controlled. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to...
Already? That how you're starting, Bounce? Man, that Bouncer, yeah? Is that how you're starting? The internet is a fake place. Nah. We got to start it from the beginning. How do you start off like that?
The internet is a fake place and it's controlled. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna show you why the Shadeborough. Let's talk about the Shadeborough. I can talk about many other blog pages, but let's talk about the Shadeborough. Look, this week has been a crazy week. Now, a lot of things has happened around Fredo's name. Why hasn't the Shadeborough?
This is interesting. Just bear in mind, this was 2 months ago. Obviously, if you're watching this 6 months or 7 years down the line, understandable. Yeah, just bear this in mind. We're now in the month of November 2025. So you do the maths. All right, let's go.
Posted anything to do with Fredo. If it was Diggy D, if it was Bouncer, you see, the Shadeborough don't post me no more. Let me tell you why the Shadeborough don't post me no more. For one, last year, Gala, I know the guy that owns the Shadeborough, you get me? He's a guy that's called Will, yeah? I know him.
Hey, straight away, no delay. You know what's mad, yeah? I remember, if I can actually find it, I will actually share it with you guys. I remember I did try to, I won't say expose like that, because that's the wrong word for me to say, innit? But I did try to bring attention of the owners of the Shadeborough. And bear in mind, I thought, okay, it's probably owned by, clearly that's a black woman that owns it. You know what I mean? So it's a black woman. And the guy, I thought was a white guy. I won't even lie to you because of the name. I thought, probably a white guy. So in a way, I'm like, I'm not really that much surprised anymore. So that made me realize whenever I see a post from them, I will make sure in my mind, and if you will see it, I've always said something positive. You know what I mean? I've always tried to say something positive. Or do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I've always said it. I've always, because look, end of the day, it's either you be the change you want to see, or complain and do nothing. Because complaining ain't gonna do nothing unless you're, you know what I'm saying? Or you be part of the ones that continue to, you know what I mean, do what they have the intention to do. Because at the end of the day, they can create a platform, but it's up to the individuals that come to the platform to be able to participate in the conversation and the dialogues and all the stuff there. So that's another story for another day, or maybe this day.
Because I had a Wicked and Bad, the one that I was fighting with Arms, and if you can look back, the Shadeborough branding was all over. So it was for them to kind of, post content, and we'll give them branding. So I've been on FaceTime, or I've been on a Zoom with them on that. So I know what they look like. Now, Will...
And you know what's mad about this? Remember, this is like 2 months ago, yeah? I only, when trying to organize this live stream, and if you're watching on the replay, is what it is, make sure you turn on the post notifications, so when I do go live, you're notified and you can watch there and then. I basically was in that I believe it was in one of the other live streams I did, and he actually mentioned that, do you know what I mean, like he's done a meeting with them in regards to Wicked and Bad or something like that, or something like that. I can't remember verbatim, but let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Yesterday, and Will last year came to GRM Gala. Now, I'm not going to mention the artists' names, but there's a lot of artists there. Now, I showed something got posted on the Shadeborough. Many things get posted on the Shadeborough, and it offends certain artists. So I showed one of the man them that, that is the guy that owns the Shadeborough. So for like 2 hours, there was about 5 artists on the Shadeborough, like on him, like, bro, like boom, 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 boom. And I just told them straight, listen, they've ruined me. When it come to Little Man, they ruined me. When Dutch got ruined, when it come to me, back and forth with Dutch. When it comes to Steph gets ruined. Steph London gets ruined. Like they paint the narratives. When it comes to Diggity.
I don't know. Listen, I'll be real with you. With Steph London, I don't know how she got ruined. Let's be real. Now, he can elaborate when he wants to elaborate. I don't. Let me know in the comments below. How did Steph London get ruined? Because as far as I'm concerned, if she's still buying, like, she has put herself in such a great financial position that she's able to buy land for her son. Like, put that into perspective for a moment. Like, put that into perspective for a moment. You can say what you want to say about her sisters, her brother, you know what I mean? But as far as Steph London herself, she has done a remarkable job to be able to put herself financially where she is, helping the next generation, which is obviously her children. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know how, like, for me, ruining someone would be ruining them financially, especially financially, where they're unable to truly make money. That's how I would take it. I know obviously that you've got the mental, don't get it twisted, but when it comes down to financials, hey, and let's be real, even with Steph London, I do remember there was the colorism thing going on, but hey, listen, I'll be real with you. Are you gonna tell me that tweet wasn't real? Those tweets weren't real. Cause you know what I mean? It is what it is. And then also, obviously you got and obviously look, it definitely helped with her career, helped her career when she hooked up with Burna Boy. That's a plain fact. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, keep it moving. Let's go.
He had to even post, get me, and obviously the Shadeborough has lost their account. So understand, that this page has ruined. They even done.
I know the Shadeborough had lost their account on so many occasions. I've lost track. I've genuinely lost track how many times they lost their account, but they got it back after a while because they violate the community guidelines.
Things previous when it comes to my personal life, you get me? They've put it plastered. So understand these sort of people. So they don't post me no more. But I'm like, oh, Shadeborough, like, you're lot are one of the reasons why I do this. You've made me into a savage. You lot's made me into a savage. I was the good guy. You get me? And then on YouTube, everyone's making the YouTubes and fake narratives about me. Now I might as well just be this guy. You get me? So boom now. Anyway. But what's crazy about it is obviously they don't post me no more. Like, they just don't post me. So I DM'd the Shadeborough like, you look can post me now, you know. I'm doing this, you can post me. They still don't post me. But what? Let me flip my screen. Look at this. Have a look at this. Look at this. Look. You get me? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. They'll post spray. You get me? Because they'll post spray. Clavage, they post.
Do you know why they would post spray? They were posting because they know hey, he would be on their neck talks for a long time. Pause. No, well. Yeah, look, so no, for real, like, you gotta understand, yeah. I'm not gonna say it's I don't know, man. It's mad. It's mad. But let's keep it moving. Let's go.
The clavage thing. But guess what? Where's the Marlow P's? Where's the Fredos? This Fredo thing, yeah? And I'm not saying man's not gun for Fredo, but this Fredo thing is international. You got flipping Drake. You've got Drake looking at stories, and you think the Shadeborough ain't seen everything and going by it. You think the Shadeborough you think the Shadeborough is not tuning in.
The traditional way of learning to drive is completely flawed. With our fast-track driving tests, we reduce the cost and time it takes to pass.
This is Drake, bro.
First of all, who cares what if Drake is following? That's first and foremost. Hey, bouncer. I hear what he's saying, and I get it. Because it's like, if someone is popular, do you know what I mean? Who cares if Drake is following this? Look, I'm gonna say this plainly, yeah. We know Drake is a culture vulture, and from what it seems like so far, and we will get into it. Do you know what I mean? The Shadeborough could also just be a culture vulture as well. The owners could be a culture vulture. But let's keep.
It's Drake. You think the Shadeborough is not tuned in to what's going on? Why hasn't?
And you got to remember as well, there's Premier League footballers. If you said Premier League footballers and you said someone like, and you said, look, even if you said Copy was following, do you know what I mean? Then that's a different story. If you said, come on, Drake, get me in my Soldier Boy voice, Drake. Nah, man.
The Shadeborough. And same thing. I've got UK Gossip blocked. I don't know what UK Gossip done. They might have posted it, but they're another page, those scumbags. And there's many other little scumbag page. But why hasn't the Shadeborough shown the same energy for us? They literally tried to ruin, man, bro. Now they're scratching my head like, this guy's got 9 lives, he's got 9 lives, We can't seem to get rid of him. Get me? We can't seem to get rid of him. You lot ruined me, bro. When the cool man said what he said, bro, you lot were the first to post it. Bam, 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 bam. Then when I addressed it and had to sit down with the cool man, I had to call you lot up for you lot then to post it. Scumbags, bro. Scumbags. And this is what I mean about people, they control media. There's many pages. I don't even want to hurt anyone's feelings. If I start hurting people's feelings, there's many pages, and I want you lot to know, yeah, I want the blog pages to know, yeah, that there is a shift in things. Like, there's a shift. And I'm not talking to every blog page. I'm not talking about the Made You Thinks or the Just Bates or the Young Kings or even Fashion Concept. I'm not talking about you lot, because you lot do what you need to do. You selective, you post what I'm talking about, just there's a shift in things now, and people are rattled. They don't understand. See this content here. Let me give you the blueprint just for blog pages. I'll give you the blueprint. After that, we'll look back at this. Every blog page.
He continues. I'm thinking to myself, when it comes to media, you got to remember. I know he's talking about blog pages, yeah, but let's put things into another perspective. All right, what about mainstream media? Because mainstream media are just as worse, if not worse. Do you understand? And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because you've got to remember, you got someone who's so iconic, but yet they consistently persist in trying to disparage an icon who's done nothing completely wrong. Do you understand? And even after, like post 2009, it's the same situation, the same narrative that's being pushed. So I hear what Bounce is doing, and I hear it and I see it, but we're still going to react nevertheless, because we want to we want to see exactly what is going on. Like, what is the real truth? So make sure you stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, and yeah, man, let's keep it moving.
It needs to have a YouTube rep that reports on things. You get me? Every blog page, the world's changing. You get me? Tanks and bouncers here. Tanks will do the night shift. I will do the morning shift. You see it. Go have a look. You get me? Tanks was just on live. He just locked off his live around 3 a.m. I'm awake. You get me? I wake up for Fajr. I pray my Fajr, and then I lock in, and I'm up, and I make my videos, and they come out throughout the day, and then Tanks will take.
All right, so I've got to react to Tanks and stuff as well. Let me know if I should as well. Let me know in the comments below.
Take over, and his videos will come out from the night. There's a shift of how people consume content. This is why I can make 4 videos, and based on my consumers, like based on the level of my YouTube page, people can pick what they like and what they don't like. So my advice to you lot is get a YouTube rep and touch up on the posts and give it contents and give them a full time. And this is how you will probably end up in a couple years making 6 figures a month. I'm just letting you lot know. That's some.
But you know what's mad, yeah? Like, I'm pretty sure they do have a YouTube page, the Shadeborough, because I do remember on my other channel, on the Onochie-Obayuwana Trust channel, I do vividly remember leaving comments. And you know what it is? It's the fact of their content don't bang like that versus when it's on Instagram. Do you understand? There's many reasons for that, and I think that's mainly because of their intentions, if you ask me, but I could be wrong. But
Insights. But if you're gonna
actually, no, wrong. Let me not do that. I think it's just down to consistency. If you're not posting consistently, and you're not, the thing about it, they're very, very consistent on Instagram, but they're not very consistent on YouTube. And even if they were to bring up the YouTube channel up again and make waves about it, it's not gonna have the same energy as it would, let's say, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Like Bouncer said, the game has changed. How people consume content is completely different. Like we're basically in a streaming era. Yeah, we're literally in a streaming era. So what that means is more people are gonna be watching streams or live stream replays or watch videos, like, or versus just using seeing posts on Instagram and stuff like that. Like, some people still do that, but I think the next generation, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Let's keep it moving on. Because shout out to Billy the GOAT as well. Like, he's a prime example. I'll just give you an example. He's a streamer as well. You know what I mean? It's a funny guy as well, though. Not a funny guy like that, but you know what I'm saying?
If we're gonna give energy and ruin people, we're going to make sure you give energy and ruin everyone. You get me? Because I'm not selective with this thing. When Sasha wrote that stuff, I had to address it. You get me? I had to address it, and I addressed it with Crep Sasha. I addressed it. Now that's someone that people will think, oh, Bounce, you're not going to talk on that. And I understand that. So yeah, man, I'm just not with these fake narratives. I actually, you lot, bro, you lot need to, like, yeah, bro, like, I watch your page, I take some content from it, I play some, I give it insights.
I want to call your attention to an early change that's happening in our society.
No,
that I
the
know you're aware
earth-shattering
of.
change that's
AI.
happening in our society is
Are you
not
using
AI.
it?
It's Bouncer basically
Shadeborough.
exposing the Shadeborough to the point where, they're in ruins. The game has changed. The game has changed. But anyway, turn on your post notification, more content coming your way. Let's go.
Is for the culture, is a powerful page for the culture. You get me? Trust me, it adds a lot of value. People are invested in drama. My YouTube gives a lot of insights. People are invested in drama. When we was watching DJ Academics and the Chirac beef, everyone was tuned in. Everyone was going nuts. Everyone was tuned in. Everyone was invested. DJ Academics was getting crazy hate. But guess what? He carried on. Guess what now? DJ Academics gets a lot of love. So it gives...
Academics gets a lot of love. By who? Are you sure? Bouncer, are you sure about that? To the point where his new nickname is Akadiddy for a reason. Come on, man. Like, I get you're possibly going to be working with the guy in the next few months or whatever. Like, I understand that. I don't know why you're going to be working with him, but that's besides the point. But are you sure? He gets a lot of love. By who? You know what I mean? He's another one who I could say is a culture vulture. And he's going to be... Like, I'm not... listen. I don't like to see people... I don't wish bad on people. It's never that. But put it this way. He soon is going to be out of here as well. It's just a matter of when, not if. I called it the same thing with Drake. Before the beef, before the rap battle between Drake and Kendrick, I was saying, I remember I left a comment, I made several comments about it in several videos, yeah, or in other people's videos. I said, what did I say? I said Drake is... What did I say? I said Drake is a actor playing a rapper. No, I said Aubrey Graham is an actor playing a rapper, and his best character is Drake. I think I said something along them lines. And what did Kendrick say? What did Kendrick say about Drake? In Euphoria, you're a scam artist. You're a scam artist with a hopes of being accepted. There you go.
People, when you're one of the first to do things, Tanks is the first, man's here, following suit. A lot of them have mixed messages. They're not going to understand. They're going to think he's doing too much. And bro, but he's still going to watch. If you don't like it, don't watch the content. Simple. Don't watch it. If you like it or you think it's needed or you're a supporter, subscribe to the content. You get me? But I'm not going to stop. You get me? And I'm not going to be on this narrative stuff, bro. One-sided, bro. I'm going to speak on it, bro. I'm going to highlight it. I have to highlight it. But all these little scumbag pages are all scumbags because you lot tried to ruin, man. And this is why I take it personal. I'm saying, Rob, why don't you post me now? Post me. Post me. Post this. I guarantee you will never post this. Post me. Why don't you post me? Understand, guys. Understand the power of the voice, bro. Understand these pages you lot can...
Hear me out. Why are you begging for them to post you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if they're gonna post you, they post you. If they don't, who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, more eyes on what you're doing and stuff of that nature, but like, you have to think about it from the perspective of not everyone's gonna post you, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's another perspective. Like, not everyone's gonna post you. So if someone if one blog page is gonna post you, all right, cool. If another blog page ain't gonna post you, then cool. If they're not, and let's bear in mind, if they've already tried to, like, if they try to rub you out, pause, and old Diddy, then why would you want them to post you? Personally, I wouldn't want them to post me because of that. You don't deserve my name, my face and my name doesn't deserve to be on your page. That's how I would feel about it. Because then you're making money from my name and my image. So if you're gonna have my name and my image up there and you're making money from it, oh, I want all that money you're making from it. You don't get to make money from my name. That's the way I would see it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you would do it. Let me know in the comments below. Let's go.
Point now is I will come online and I will speak, bro, and you will feel the full force of power, bro. You will feel the full force of power, and I will not stop. I'm annoyed, man. I'm annoyed. You get me? You get me? If we're gonna do something, do it all the way, bro. Because you lot flipping killed me. You lot killed Steph London. You get me? Yes, I take accountability for Dutch, and I've already spoke on Dutch. You get me? But you lot killed Dutch. Anything mad happens, you post Dutch. When Big Toe.
Can you be careful with the words you're saying, please? Like, I hear what you're saying. I understand the context, but please do realize words do have power. So just be very careful with the words you say. But other than that, get me? Let's keep moving.
Got knocked out at Misfits. You posted that. You get me? Did you post Big Tobe's win when he won? Idiots, blood. Idiots,
oh yeah, man, that
me?
Big Toes
Trust me,
I remember
idiots,
that.
bro. You get me?
I'm
And
like,
yes,
yo,
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the smoke. A lot of people were scared. They're scared of the Shadeborough, what they do, bro. Man's ready for this. You know what it is? Everything's built on embarrassment, bro. That's what it is. It's built on embarrassment. Now, man's come up, and now you probably didn't even go to the gala this year, Will, because you got pressured so much last year. You're thinking, oh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, bro. You're playing with people's lives. You giving me PTSD. How about that? So I just kind of wanted to kind of make a video like, you little jokers, bro. Jokers, man. You get me? Me personally, you're a joker. You get me? But anyway, man, that's my rant over, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hey.
All right, as per usual, we're gonna look at the comments to see what the comments are saying real quick. Shout out to Bouncer, you know what I mean? But this was like I said, this was 2 months ago, right? 2 months ago. All right, so let's see. Look, I'm gonna go for the first 3 comments 2 months ago, yeah. So the first one, these times Bouncer is basically the Shadeborough just chatting people's business. I hear what they're saying, but I'm gonna like that regardless, is what it is. Is that Carlos? Carlos, as it like ask Carlos, I was a bad boy in jail. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, you soon gonna find out. Anyway, I can't lie, we gotta be honest. Bouncer, aka academics. Oh, that's rude. Nah, that's rude. Wow. I can't lie, we gotta be honest. Bouncer, aka academic, is really the voice of the UK. He's not the voice of the UK though. Let's keep that beyond. Like, he's not the voice of the UK. You gotta bear this in mind. He is, I won't say the voice of the UK, but he's someone within the Black British culture that has a voice and not afraid to speak what needs to be said when it needs to be said. Do you know what I mean? Because outside the Black British culture, you have the UK scene as a whole, the UK culture as a whole. Do you think, for example, Middle England, do you think Middle England are fully aware of what's happening within Black British culture? I'm telling you, they don't. They don't. And like, the reason why I'm saying that, because you would think about it. Look, for example, Nella Rose. when she went on to I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here. You see what I'm saying? Did you see the comments? Did you honestly see the comments on Twitter on I'm a Celeb's Get Me Out of His official Twitter page? The amount of hate she was receiving is insane. Just because you think just because Black British culture knows of one individual or a few individuals in that culture doesn't mean the rest of the UK know them. That's just a harsh truth and a harsh reality. This is why, me personally, I try to diversify my content. You understand? And not just stick with Black British culture or whatever culture. I diversify my content. Hey, my name is Versatile for a reason. But anyway, host the owner of Shadeborough face. So we wait. This was 2 months ago. Shout out to J Hustle Ambition. They said, post the owner of Shadeborough face so we know what he looks like. Same way he posts your faces. Boom. Boom. Who would have thought this would happen? You clearly are internet ready. Okay. Anyway, let's see the most recent comments because I know someone's going to mention. They have to come back to this. Still, nobody has mentioned anything, which is very interesting to me now. But Bouncer is Fredo paying you to chat positive about, man. That's interesting. Drake, you know what I mean? Drake, what's the hype? A fake well off is watching UK Roadman and Drake. Oh, that's funny. I can't help. Wait, hold up. What? Here, Drake's name in Soldier Boy's voice. No, did he? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna put a comment and say, oh, so is this where it all started? Okay. Bouncer is internet ready. Now, for real, like, is this where it started? Because look, when you think about it, yeah, like when you genuinely think about it, this seems like it would be the first, but this was 2 months ago. So where did this really start? Like, generally, where did it start? But we're going to keep it moving, though. Make sure you turn in the post notification. We've got more content on the way. So if we've got any suggestions, want me to put it in the comments, but put it in the comments below, and I'll see if I can get onto that. Yeah, so the next one is, this is what we need to get into next. Shout out to Bouncer. Subscribe to each channel, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, man. So for the rappers, sorry, not for rappers, for the people and not for the people and not the industry. Reset. Because, yo, the tea is piping hot. I mean, I managed to finish my tea, but that's fine. I think this is okay. So we're going to react to this one a bit later, so stay focused. This one, let's go.
You know what I realized? We're programmed to think a certain way. We're programmed when we see things that go on in the UK industry to think that it's okay. And not even that we're programmed about that. in my head, because no one's ever come out and spoken about the UK industry and what's right and what's wrong, I feel like people don't know. Like we always hear these, this person sold their soul to the devil or the dog.
Do you know what? Yeah, look. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest. You see, when it comes to, it's all about perspective and timing. Because some people have spoken, and then some people be like, "You're just chatting a load of rubbish, in it." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Truths of the industry or whatnot. Do you know what I mean? But I just want you lot to know, me as a person, I do things that's right, like clean, right, like
Clean
for the
eye.
greater good of independence, for the independence people, for you guys that is independent. So please, I beg you lot, man, if you're not part of that UK industry and you stand with me, because I've got a big battle. I've got a big battle. So when you see me doing these videos or that video or this, understand that I have a huge battle against these main figures that are like, yo, we need to silence my man. My man can't say this or push this narrative. They've been pushing narratives about me for years.
Hear me out, yeah. And I said this when we were reacting to the first one, right? You see, when it comes down to the UK scene, there's two different scenes, yeah. As far as I'm gonna say there's two different scenes, but there could be technically three different scenes because you got the Asian market, but then you also got the British Asian market, then you also got the Black British market, but then you got the UK scene as a whole, the British market. And look, and I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong about this, yeah. But if you put things into perspective, I guarantee you, if it's someone like, I don't want to call out names of organizations, yeah, like, you know what I mean? When I say organizations, I mean like media outlets and things of that nature. I don't want to call them out. Like, I genuinely don't want to call them out because I don't want to give them free promo. Like, I feel like what it is, yeah, what it is, you got to, yeah, what it is, you can't put yourself in the perspective and always think because you're within one scene that it's the outer scene that always are looking in. And like, I get what Bounce is saying. I genuinely get what he's saying. It's like, for example, let me give you a real proper example, yeah? Whitey, as a prime example, yeah? When Whitey said what he said, oh, I'm telling you, they were trying to cancel him. But you can't cancel someone who actually has built himself up and literally built a scene. Like, you can't cancel him. If he was manufactured by the industry, then fair play, isn't it? That you can, you know what I mean? But with Wiley, you can't cancel him. I'm not saying whether what he said was right or wrong. I'm not here to do that. That's none of my business. That's none of my business. Yeah. What I will say is there's a difference. You know what I mean? He was talking about the industry. You know what I'm saying? The industry, like the outside of it. Like, he wanted to talk about the Black British industry. You know what I mean? Because anyway, I won't say too much. But the point I'm trying to make is there's so many aspects to look at when it comes to the music scene as a whole, but music scene within the UK. It's not as big as you think it is when you're only thinking about one particular culture or one particular scene. That's just the truth. Like, I've learned the hard way.
Sometimes when you've had enough and you're just like, do you know what? I've had enough, man. Like, for years I've been doing positive stuff and I'm still doing positive stuff. I'm just doing stuff in my way. There's an element of real education. There's an element of just not caring no more, in a sense of like, you have to be a savage to change and to help grow what we're doing. And I want to give you lot the confidence, bro, to come out and be the mans who you want to be and be the women who you want to be and own your own IP and don't care about what anyone has to say in any comments. Detach yourself from that. Detach yourself from that. I promise. Detach yourself from that. You'll be and do anything that you want to be. I'm going to demonstrate it to you lot. I'm going to demonstrate it to you being independent, owning your own IP, not going everywhere, not begging friend with no one, and just being fearless. You have to be fearless. If you're not fearless, they will crush you. They will crush you. And they nearly crushed me.
Like that is very interesting the way he's been saying this. Owning your own IP, owning your own IP. That's important. It's extremely important. Being independent and not caring, as far as in the industry, like, and even if it's not just the industry per se, yeah, you know what I'm saying. In general, you still have to be confident within yourself and understand what you're doing. You know what I mean? And if people don't like what you're doing, and you know within your hearts of hearts that you have good, pure intentions, you know what I mean? It's mad. I'm thinking to myself, how did we get to this point? You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go.
Me. They nearly crushed me. I was feeling suicidal. I will never ever forget that feeling. I will never forget that feeling. There was only a few people that was there. I will always remember that. And when I do things, I will always remember that deep down. I will always remember that the reason why I'm doing things. Why are you doing things? Why are you doing that? And the world will look at me like, this guy's gone mad. Like, oh, he's bad vibes. Stay away from him. Because everyone falls in line. No one don't look at the great.
You know what's mad? I just realized something. You know, as we are talking about the Shadeborough, I do notice one particular theme. Do you know what that is? Whenever you see anything in the comments, there's always something to do with UK's bad vibes, UK's bad vibes, UK's bad vibes, UK's bad vibes. That's interesting. Well, I was just thinking. I'm thinking out loud. But let's keep it moving. Let's go. We go find out why.
Good. I look at man scene now it's crazy because there's no opportunity, but in fact there's lots of opportunity, but it just gets people just block it. You know how much people has hit me up and said, "Bounce, like I love what you're doing." Like we've been blocked for years, so right now is an evolution, man. Revolution. That's it. Right now is a revolution, man, and.
Yes, gang! It's Black Friday time! Here, look!
Switch 1 plus Hot Wheels monster truck, only 200.
In order for change, I need my people, I need you guys not to turn on me, man. Topics, we understand. Look, we're like brothers and sisters. Let's call each other brothers and sisters, mum and dad, akhi, yeah? Why I say that is we got the older generation, you get me, old enough to be man's mums, man's fathers, and brothers and sisters, the younger generation, brothers and sisters, man's age, brothers and sisters. You get me? You got uncles as well. You get me? But what I'm saying is, look, not everything that we do or say, people are going to agree. Or what you're going to say, people are going to agree. Not everything. They're not going to agree with it. Understand that. They're not going to agree with it. It doesn't mean that you don't like me. It doesn't mean that you're against me. It's this topic here, sorry, I don't agree with. But just know, when it's that time for the revolution, when it's that time for the committee, when it's that time for being a part of something, when it's that time for everyone coming together and owning a platform and pushing the platform and everyone having a say on multiple platforms where investment comes and whatnot, when it's that time to do so, just make sure you're involved and you're behind it. Everything will be in the light. When it's that time for the greater good of our culture, make sure you're involved. Make sure you're part of.
No, it's true. This is why I had to react to this type of thing, because I have to be involved. You know what I mean? I have to be involved. Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Because I'm planning things, man. I'm planning things, and I'm planning things for the greater good. I'm planning things for the people. You get me? I'm planning things. There's so much talent within our culture. There's so much talented people, and we just don't get looked at. We don't get heard. We're overlooked. Why? Gatekeepers. We're overlooked because of gatekeepers. So, not everything you're going to agree with. It's like being an MP or a politician or being a president. Not everything you're going to agree with, but I promise you, it will be for the greater good of your kids or the younger generations that's watching this now. It will be for the greater good to say, yeah, I learned from this person. I learned from this. This is the people that I learned from. We can get into this. We can get into that. So, yeah, man. I just got to keep on going, become the best version of myself, improve every step of the way. You know what I mean? And just keep on going and progressing and understand there's always going to be people that's going to betray you in life. It's going to happen to you guys. It's already happened to you lot. It's how you bounce back from that. How you bounce back from
the irony
that.
of his name, Bouncer.
And that is what we need to focus on. Is about being a part of something, being a part of a community, pushing something, being part of culture, industry. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's the movement. The movement is that. The movement is being a part of something. Just understand myself, Miles, Bouncer, I do things with clean intentions. And you're not going to get the best
That
version
part.
of myself.
That part. Doing things with clean, pure intentions. That how can you know what I mean? You can't fault anyone for that. You literally can't. Let's keep it.
Every single day because I am a human being. Understand that. And sometimes I might react to when people try to paint little mad narratives, or it might trigger me where I see these people just doing weird things. Sometimes, do you know what I'm trying to say? But understand, I mean well, I'm not an evil person, and I don't prey on people's downfall. Get me?
That
The
part.
whole ecosystem has been to help. Get tear down, but help. Do it for the people, man. Get me? And everything has to make sense. Get me? For a long period of time, I done so much things for free. We all got bills to pay. Know your value, know your worth. When things are for free, no one will value that. You get me? You spend something for £1,000, £2,000, they will turn up to every single lesson because they want their money's worth and they want to actually learn. Now you give them that same thing for whatever it is for free, they'll turn up to one lesson, they won't come again. Know your worth. 9 a.m. This is a short one today. And if you're tuned into my 9 a.m.s and you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button. About to go boxing. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
That's actually genuinely deep. Let's see what people say in the comments real quick before we move on to the next one, because we are really going to get into why. Do you know what I'm saying? Why the situation is what it is with the Bouncer versus the Shadeborough? Because, like I said, there has to be more to it. So, let me see the most recent ones. The reset is here. I'm here for it. I'm backing at 1,000, or is that 1,000 or 10,000? I will never turn against you, Bouncer. You're for the people. We appreciate it. Standing on business, exposing these gatekeepers. Imagine protecting your people when they're doing badness. They would never defend gets like this if it were their mom or dad that lost. Wow. The whole preying on his downfall is wild and mad deflective. Bouncer is revolutionary. The bounce back of realness. the hearts when in our culture is happening, and the evil people are getting drained. No, the evil people are getting up out of here. You know what I mean? That's as simple as it gets. Clean hearts are gonna win. The pure bad-minded people, their time is done. You know what I'm saying? Their time is done. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notification. More content is coming. Like I said, I've got a lot of, you know what I mean? So whatever you have subscribed for before, let me know and then leave in the comments below. Give suggestions. Let me know in the comments below. If you want more content like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications. But yeah, let's get into the next one for a minute. The next one is, give me a second. So the next one is exposing the Shadeborough for posting fake narratives. So let's just get straight into that one. Turning the post notifications. Yeah, man, let's keep it moving. Yeah, let's go. I think I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Blockchain, crypto, it's happening, and it's happening with Ripple. This is clearly different cooking. Meet the Ninja Crispy Portable Glass Air Fryer with glassware designed for clean cooking.
Now, you see, it's time to expose Helena and Will, the owners of the Shadeborough. Now, I'm not going to go deep into this. I'm just going to kind of...
Hey, yo. Oh, this really is happening. Because you know when I originally reacted to the woman that we used to work for, the Shadeborough, that's one thing. But for this to happen, this is before that. So imagine, even the ones I reacted before is before. Let's go.
highlight narratives. You get me? So I woke up this morning and I just saw, look, guys, look. You see a narrative when you start seeing things like the ZZ Mills, the Lynn Mays, then there's another woman called Esther, or this little, come on, you see these industry people, or people that try to come on the industry, they all of a sudden have a voice. So just remember this, guys, yeah? People, as ZZ Mills and this woman here, I'm going to play her in a minute, and check what Shadeborough are doing and how these scumbags, scumbags, horrible, toxic, evil people. When I say they're evil people, I mean like.
That's exactly what I was saying in the comments on the other video. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, this is the first time me actually watching this video. So, hey, I just call it as I see it. Let's keep it moving.
It's time to expose this ring, this UK industry ring. And guess what? Yeah, let me break this down. Just before I play this video, just so you can kind of see some facts of it, yeah, and you can see people that are in the industry and the people who are not in the industry, so the people that stand up for what they feel is right now. They're rattled because years ago, I meant to be one of them. So the stuff that I've learned in the UK industry and how fake it is, and the leaders of it, the GRMs, the link up TVs, the mixtape madnesses, the leaders of this, the posties,
Do you know the irony of him mentioning Posty and him mentioning link up TV? What was Mike GLC telling everyone? He was telling you about Rashid. I won't ever say link up TV. He was telling you about Rashid. Like, he was literally telling you. Like, and he's one of the pioneers of the UK scene. Like, get me? So that's one thing. Two, Young Spray was telling you about Posty. And not only that, let's think about it, yeah. If you think about it logically, yeah, let's think about it logically. I don't know if you've seen that video of what that situation that happened at the Rated Award. Was that the Rated Awards? And Young Spray was left in that condition, and the video was posted up like that. Personally, yeah, and hindsight is 2020, but it's like, if that was you, like God forbid it being you, but like if that happened to you, because I would say if it happens to anyone that you would know of personally, but let's be real, sometimes I don't get into that, but like, how would you react? Would you want to involve yourself in his platform ever again, and would you want anyone else to be involved with his platform? And one could argue and be like, yeah, well, it's not really his fault, blah, 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 because he didn't do that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, even the response from that whole situation, and I think if I remember correctly, that also made national news. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Do you know how much calls that I've received about how happy, like, bro, do you know how much people's been blocked out of the scene and they don't have a word or they don't have a voice? Now it's time to expose Will and Helena. You get me? The married couples.
Straight away, delay. It's time to expose Will and Helena, this married couple. Nah, wait a minute.
The two married couples. Don't worry, I've got the whole shebang. I've got the whole CV. I got everything about you lot. I got everything about you lot. So let's play this one. Let's listen to this. Let's play this. Let's play this. Let's get this up.
Do you know what's really getting to me about this Get situation? It's just how bad mind the UK is, and like how much you
know
lot.
What's mad? Before I press continue here, you see with this whole Get situation, I've been trying to avoid. Hold on. I've been trying to not avoid is the wrong word, yeah. But like, what do you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to? That's a real life situation. Yeah, I get it. I reacted to the whole Diddy situation, and even then, I'm just thinking maybe I shouldn't have reacted to that situation if I'm honest. You know what I mean? Not everything is content. Yeah, there's real life out there, and not for the sake of Diddy. I'm talking about the sake of his victims. That's what I'm talking about. So when you put that into perspective, it's like, all right, well, first things first. How do you come across, like, this is the one thing you have to also realize. Like I said, not everything is content. There's real life situations that's going on. It's like, I get it. Sometimes there is a thing where you're posting about an awareness of something, but if you're going to do that, have a solution to that situation, or if there is not a solution, ask for the solution. Ask how can. That's my 2 cents in that. That's why I keep moving. Let's go. Because don't get it twisted as well. Like, Gets has been one of my favorite grime MCs from day. If you know, you know. When my cousin told me that Gets put my tweet in the end of his music video, you know how gassed I was. Anyway.
I'm really going hard to knock this man while he's already down. Like, I'm not even defending him in any way. Like,
by the way, you see this? Watch out for these people, yeah? You get me? Look how she started the video. The main thing of the video is you lot are preying on Gets' downfall. Bro, we've all seen that video, bro. We've all seen the video when we've all heard what's happened. But watch out for these people, yeah? You get me? Look how she started the video. The main thing of the video is you lot are preying on Gets' downfall. Bro, we've all seen that video, bro. We've all seen the video when we've all heard what's happened. But we've seen the camera in 4K. Then we've seen Rage go to court and say what happened. Yeah. Okay. Just listen.
You say we all, but I haven't seen it. Let's be real. I haven't seen it. I've seen the video, but I thought to myself, I don't want to be watching that video like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go.
Listen to this. Watch this.
Like, what he did is fucked up. And I'm sure he already knows. And he deserves every consequences of his actions. And he is getting it. Like, bro, he's arrested. He's in jail. Like, what else do you want? The most important person here, no one's even focusing on him. The boy that lost his life.
What do you mean no one's not focused on him? What are you talking about? You come, listen, because you're running with the ZZ Mills and Lee May and these people train, you try to jump on this thing. And guess what? An industry person that wants to speak. And guess what? Shadeborough is given the platform. But don't worry, I'm going to give you the breakdown just so you lot understand how these people work. Watch it. Watch it.
You been to Mang. RIP to the boy and condolences to his family. I can imagine how...
Oh, you don't care.
Yeah, that's mad. Because if you're gonna do that, at least say the person's name. You know what I mean?
About all of that. You get me? You don't care. You started your video with the real motto, the real motion was people are preying on Gets' downfall. Forget everything else what you just say. Forget that. That was just to add to it, to be like, oh, so you don't get clapped back. Even someone in the comments, the top comment, yeah, someone said, what the fuck? Someone literally died. Is she okay? This is what someone said here. But just play it.
Hard this whole thing is. All you content creators talking about the situation. You say you care about the victim, but you ain't even...
This is the real issue. The content creators, Bouncer and the content creators. Listen to her, watch it.
Doing shit for the victim. You say it's about raising awareness. Why weren't you raising awareness about drink driving before? Why is it now that you suddenly care about drink driving?
Bro, shut up, man. Sorry, I'm not here to even disrespect black women or women, but you see people like this. This is the same girl, yeah. A couple about 6 months ago. I sent for this little idiot blog page, UK Black Kings. I'm saying if you're called Black Kings, bro, you're meant to champion black people, not put people down. These Black Kings page, you get me? I'm gonna find out who you are. Don't worry, I'm gonna find out.
He's going against UK Black Kings as well. Bounces against everyone. He really is the UK algorithm boss, the final boss. Now wait. The Shadeborough, UK Black Kings, UK Gossip TV. Who else is next? Like even before that, I remember he was against Clue. You know what I mean? And they squashed that situation as far as I'm aware. I hope they have. You know what I mean? But like, yo, nah.
Who you are, you get me? But this Black Black Kings page, yeah, for years he's just been rubbing me out. So I done a video and I kind of put it in it. I spoke my mind about him. This podcaster trying to make her way through, tried to put something on her story. Oh, you're not worrying about black men's mental health. Honey, listen. I didn't know a blog page could have mental health, honey. I didn't know. Just like the Shadeborough. Shadeborough is the Shadeborough. People attack the Shadeborough. They don't attack the person. So now that I'm telling you, Helena and Will, they're the owners of the Shadeborough. They're the owners of the Shadeborough. Helena and Will are not people that are getting attacked. So what are you even talking about? And then I started seeing this agenda of this, and it's like, okay, no problem. Let's call this one out. Watch this.
Driving. You lot.
Hold on, he's actually right. When people do generally attack the Shadeborough, not Helena and Will, because at the first, no one really knew who they were. But anyway,
I saying, oh, you want to do journalism. When Gets was doing amazing things in the community and he was doing his shows, why didn't you lot do any journalism then? You weren't doing no content and think pieces on his shows or nothing. But now that
you're just chatting, you know, some people chat, yeah, and they just don't even make sense. So they just chat just to chat. Listen, you're not internet ready. You're not internet ready. Come off the internet. You're not internet ready. You don't have a platform. This is why you need Shadeborough to give you this platform. And don't worry, bro. I'm going to speak out just to expose you. I'm going to break down this. Watch it.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
He's fucked up. He's made mistakes. That's when you don't have energy. You want to go and do the fake journalism. Go into his court hearings to go and take notes. Like, I just think it's weird behavior. To me, it's so sadistic. It's like you lot are enjoying.
What do you call journalism? If someone got, like, I remember seeing there was a video about it, but I didn't watch it. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to like avoid that situation. I didn't want to watch it. Didn't want to comment. But we're here now because it's part of this Bouncer versus the Shadeborough. Yeah. So the thing is, like, that is part of journalism where they have to go in. The journalist has to go to the courts to be able to sit down and take notes of what's going in, like play by play, if they can, which obviously is not easy to catch up with everything, but like if they can get a summary of certain things and report it to the people, that is journalism. Like, what do you, it's not, like, what do you want? What is that? If that's not journalism, tell me what that is in the comments below. But let's keep it moving. Let's go.
The downfall of this man. If you lot are going this hard to knock someone when they're down, just know that it could be your own time. Your own time is coming. Do you know what?
Don't tell me about it can be.
So I just realized, I always remember he mentioned about Drake earlier. Yeah, it's the same thing with Drake's situation. I remember he had a court hearing, a family court hearing in Canada, I believe it was. And I remember there was one guy who was there. Do you know what I mean? That you can, and this is the thing, when it comes to courts, I don't know about every other country, but in some countries, like, it's within people's legal rights to be able to go into the courtroom and sit. Obviously not part of the jury, that's a different situation. If you're not called for jury duty, then is what it is. But like, you can sit as part, as I don't know what the thing is called, but you can sit and bear witness to what is going on within a court. It depends on what situation, but in most cases, that's what can happen. You know what I mean? That's what can happen. Like, so you can't, one can argue and be like, oh yeah, well, how is that journalism? If someone, like, for example, Inner City Press, I forgot the guy's actual name, but I know his thing is called Inner City Press. He did the same thing. He was in the courts taking notes for the whole Diddy case. Same thing with, I believe, with Elizabeth Milner from what was it? The Law and Crime Network. Journalism. Do you get the point I'm trying to make? Let's keep it moving on.
Your own time. It could have been your mother. Your mother could have got knocked over like that, and you would not have this energy. And I promise you, on everything, I'll put my house, yeah? You will not do a video. If this was your mum, you would not do a video. So what are you even talking about? If this was your mum, you will not do a video. How dare you, bro? How dare you? And this is why, man, is coming for these, and I'm exposing the people at the top. I'm exposing all of you lot. Do you know why? Because you lot keep on running these fake narratives. Watch this. Watch this.
What's really getting to me about this?
Watch this, guys. Watch this. So you see this? This got posted yesterday. Yeah? This got posted yesterday. Yeah? But do you know what else got posted yesterday? And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to play something. Do you know what else got posted yesterday? Let me show you. This got posted yesterday. This lady here, everyone knows this lady, yeah? This lady posted something 16 hours ago, yeah? The other thing got posted like 9 hours ago. Listen to this one. Just so you lot know, guys, yeah? Watch this.
I'm sorry, but why the fuck is everyone getting onto him about going to Getz's hearing? Because in my eyes, he did a very good job, a very thorough job at explaining charges that have been brought against Getz. And also the facts of the case.
What I will say.
That part. This is what I'm trying to say in regards to the comparison to Elizabeth Milner from Law and Crime Network and also Inner City Press. It's the same difference. And that was in regards to the Diddy case that I'm thinking of. And then also, do you see what I'm trying to say? But let's go.
It's you, yeah. You see this lady here, yeah? She speaks on what is right and what is wrong, and what she feels what is right and what is wrong, period. She's not part of the UK industry. She has her own platform. She owns her own IP, and she says what's right and what's wrong. She has now seen this and she's spoken out. Watch this. Oh, wait.
holes are getting onto him because of that. But when the British Bumper Club media spins this, right, and don't include facts, you guys want to run off your blood clot gums about, because they put the black man in this light and that light and this, that. One of us actually went there and gave us a live and direct about the facts. And then I see one comment of this guy going, oh, you know, can't attend his concerts, but can attend his court hearing case. You're absolutely right. Because we don't idolize fuckery like this.
You see that, yeah? And that is...
I hear what she's saying, but this is Gets, all right? Gets is one of the illest MCs in grime. Like, one of the illest MCs. Like, and when it comes to, like, entertainment, like, actually entertainment purposes, the energy he has on stage, is, trust me, it's different levels. It's a shame that the situation is what the situation happened at this point in his lifelong career. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't call it. I don't know what it is, but that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and you know, we pray for the victim and the victim's family, innit? Yeah, that's how. There's no other way around it. Do you know what I mean? Because this is the other thing. It's like, it's hard for me to talk on these type of things, but let's keep it moving because there's other content I want to react to in regards
This is what you call for the people, not for the industry, not for the fame, for the people. And take this in, just take it in. I'm gonna break something down just to show you these narratives and exposing the people in the top ring. And I'm calling for a reset. Watch this.
The Great Reset. Let's go.
I want to call your attention to another change that's happening in our society that I know you're aware of. AI. Are you using?
You say some of you man don't blood clot read. That's why he has to do this. And it's in the public interest, aka black people's interest, to go there and hear what's going on. You pathetic cretins, right? All did videos when you heard of this story. When you heard of what Gets did. And you all jumped on this for clicks and blood clot likes and content. But the buck stops with you when we actually get information about the case. That's you draw the line. Listen, man like Rage, keep and don't listen to heated man, because some of them critical thinking when it comes to cases like this. Because it come like some of these men have stars in their blood clot eyes when it comes to celebrities and their criminality.
And I want you to understand, you see when you're saying idiot man, you have to say idiot gal as well. Because you see this one?
Do you know what's really getting to me about this Get
See this
situation?
one?
It's just
idiot gal. You see ZZ Mills? Idiot gal.
Yeah.
You see Lil May? Idiot gal.
Yeah.
And let's explain to you and break down why these are idiot gal. Can you remember this? Just remember this. Just remember this. Just take it back. Just remember this. Just look at Shadeborough's narrative, yeah? Watch this, yeah? Just remember this. You ready for this one, yeah? Scroll down. Who remembers this? Just scroll down. Just scroll down. Just scroll down. Have I scrolled down too low? I might have. Scroll up. Let's scroll up. Who remembers this? Who remembers this?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Now forget this. Now who remembers that? Do you remember that? And can you remember when Ashley Waters wrote something and then there was like a back and forth? Let me just show you. Then who remembers this? What Shadeborough put up? So
Imagine this.
Shadeborough put up this. Yeah. Can you remember this? So obviously you see the Ginger J thing. Watch this one. Can you remember Sis here? That's got posted.
Oh, people keep tagging me in this shit.
So you see the same video what Sister just posted.
Ginger J, and I'm just going to speak on it once and for all. So he's come out now with, he's joined this fucking app group, whatever it is, this therapy session of accountability. And for some reason, I'm going to need some black men to shut the fuck up.
So can you remember this? You remember that, yeah? So why haven't the Shadeborough posted this? Why hasn't the Shadeborough posted this?
Let's see.
Let's get into it. Why hasn't the Shadeborough posted this? And this is what I tell you about narratives. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to expose all these little weird things. Look, why hasn't the Shadeborough posted this?
I'm sorry, but why the fuck is everyone getting onto him about going to Gets' hearing?
Why? Why didn't the Shadeborough post that? Because it's the narrative. It's the narrative. Do you get it? So it's like
both sides.
You see the shit. You see people like this. You see the ZZ Millses. And ZZ Mills needs to stop sniffing coke as well. To be honest, because I'm not.
Damn, like that. I know. Like when I was watching the other one, he was mentioning it like for a minute, but then now this, he said it from early.
Really, I'm not here for it. It's here to talk the thing now, bro. Because it's like, you see, when people want to start chatting and have chat and boom, boom, boom.
You don't have a family either. Every video it starts with thoughts with the family. Do you think the family wants to come online and hear about your conspiracy theories about their?
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So do you hear it about everyone? So the whole thing is damage control with Gets. And listen, don't hate Gets, but we all saw the video, bro. Maybe if we didn't see the video, it'd be a big impact like this. But you know what? Normal people have video because you know what happens. Yeah, and people are quick to say, oh, Christmas and people are gonna be drinking this, that, and what. But check this. No one in the right mind. Well, I can't even say no one in the right mind. Yeah, no one normal. If they mistake or they not someone over and they'll drink. And you know what the problem is? That you left man for dead. That's the problem.
Damn.
You left man for dead. That is more of a problem than the drink driving.
For real.
You were speeding so crazy. My man went up 70 foot in the air, went down and left man for dead. Police come to your house a couple hours later. They checked this, they checked that, they checked that. They said that you was in the car. Then you parked your car around there, this, that. You left man for dead. This is a role model here, yeah? So don't come. You see, when you see these...
See, this is the other thing. We're calling him a role model. That's the other thing. This is the other thing we have to get out of our mindset in this great reset is we can't always see someone as a role model. They're an individual that has talents, or have skills. They're now becoming someone in the public eye, and it's as simple as that. Yeah, your role model should always be your parents or anyone else within your family. But aside from that, the true role model is God. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just as simple as it's gonna get. Like first God, and obviously your parents. But yeah, let's go.
Idiot people come online, and guess what, guys? And I'm so happy sis spoke her mind. And I don't know sis. So sis will speak her mind regardless of anything, yeah. But I'm so happy sis come up and spoke her mind and broke this down.
Because in my eyes, he did a very good job.
I'm so happy she spoke her mind because you see local industry people. You see the ZZ Mills, you see the Lee Mays, you see that little Esther girl here. You get me? See this one here? Don't ever think you look, bro. Don't ever think you lot can come and use Shadeborough. Shame on you lot. You see Shadeborough. You see the bad things you lot do. Do you know what you lot? Do you know how much life you lot has ruined? Yeah, and I'm one of them. And the reason why I'm gonna go out my way for the world to know that you see this page, you take it for information, but you see little mad conspiracy or narrative online in our culture, listen, take it with a pinch of salt because it's the narrative that they're pushing. Why didn't she post? Why didn't Helena or Will post the video of sis here? Why didn't they post this? Because it wasn't the narrative that they wanted to see, right?
True.
Who spoke? So the ring of people, and I keep on telling you there needs to be a reset, the ring of people. Get me? You get what I'm trying to say now? You get what? There's no impact.
On the flip side, did they see that video? That's another story. That's another question you should always have in mind. Did they see it? If they didn't, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Because one can have that argument. Well, I didn't really see it. So, but now you've seen it. All right, post it. Do you know what I mean? Or do you know what I mean? It's hard to really say because content is a mad thing, isn't it? But obviously, if they got a team then someone in their team has to show them, oh, there's this narrative, right? Or maybe if there is that news, okay, let's find from every angle. You know what I mean? So from a good angle, well, not just from every angle, the truth, innit? You know what I'm saying? The truth. Instead of going for opinion, go for facts. You can't go wrong with facts because facts are facts. But the problem with social media is if you are trying to push a narrative, you're going to use people to push a narrative by using their voice to voice their opinion on a subject, no matter what the subject is, whether they're facts or not facts.
Partialness, there's
Anyway,
no fairness to it. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? And this is what I want our culture to understand. These sorts of things, when you look at these people, listen, this has been controlled for years. You see, and the reason why I'm so passionate about this, because the Shadeborough and Delicia from Amazon +44 and all these people and all these other blog pages, bro, you lot put me in a dark place, bro. You made man feel suicidal. You clickbaited that little man thing, and you got me out of it. You did get me out of it. But I'm here, and I'm your worst nightmare now. Respectfully, I'm your worst nightmare, because you see this here is.
There are over 2 million armed forces veterans in the UK, but for some, the battle continues. Behind closed doors, they struggle. The Royal British Legion supports them, whatever the need, whenever it's needed.
Before using up on C's and all my subjects, especially psychology and economics, since then,
yeah, man. Let's go.
It's weird, man, and it needs to stop. And God is watching. You get me, Shadeborough? I know your page is on its last legs. You're on your final warning, and then your page is gone for good. I know it's on its last legs. I know that. You get me? I know that. And you see, you lot, trust me, God is always watching. Clean heart always win. But you see, people like ZZ Mills,
clean hearts
still got a lot of
always
respect
win.
for you. But listen, stop sniffing coke and stop going online and stop trying to attack men. And stop trying to push this narrative. Own up to it. If someone's your brethren, someone done wrong, we all seen this video. And it's not, because if it happened to your mother and your dad, you wouldn't have this energy, respectfully. You wouldn't have no energy whatsoever. So shame on you lot. And this is what I'm going to leave it like this, so you lot can see. Just so the levels of the narrative of the ring. You get me? Posty, you guys, you're all seeing it, man. You all see it. And this is what they tried to do to man at the start. And you look, to be honest, you're probably one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this now, to stand up for just independence, bro. You get me? Stand up against injustice, bro. This is an injustice in our culture, bro. And you look shit every single day. And guess what? A lot of you look will probably watch my video and try to pick out the wrongs that bouncers do them, but we're not looking at what these industry pages and what they're doing. You get me? And now they're rattled because they never thought that someone would call them out. And guess what? It's gonna keep on happening. I promise you. When man does these circuits in America,
That's amazing. I don't want to say amazing, but that's astonishing when you think about it. To think you can do badness or bad-minded thing and think no one's not gonna call it out in future.
when this happens, it's going to keep on happening. And I'm calling an end to any of you lot trying to run and control the narrative of UK culture. It's done now. Anyway, guys, if you're watching this, Ache, and you're with me, like you support me, because I support independence, and I've been supporting independence for many years. I might be misunderstood and I might be projected and whatnot, but I'm passionate about this. Please, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel, because I need all the support that I can get going against these flipping these evil people. And I'm going to break something down as well. I'm going to break it down just so you know, because you know our scene. Not many people care about our scene. It's just the scene that not many people care about. And I'm going to break this down. I'm going to show you a page, yeah? You see if this guy, yeah, can go online and do crazy stuff, yeah? Say crazy stuff about some of the biggest people, Russell Brand, yeah?
Oh,
Says
yeah.
crazy stuff about flipping Trump, Tony Blair, all this stuff. Look, I don't get in. It says crazy stuff about all these people, yeah? You see if this guy can go online and say crazy stuff, I can definitely go online and make sure.
The difference, though, Bouncer, all I want to say is be careful, because the difference is Russell Brand, do you know what I mean? He also needs to be out of it. Irrespective of him talking truth on a lot of stuff, he also needs to be out of it. Do you know what I mean? Before the whole Diddy situation, being everyone talking about it and it going to trial, and even before the Cassie lawsuit, the civil lawsuit, they were talking about Russell Brand. Do you get it? And I don't know the pure facts. I don't want to be completely real, but all I'm going to say is if there are facts that lead up to that whole situation, hey, listen, sometimes you have to be like, I get what Bounce is trying to say, and it's true. Sometimes if someone else can speak truth, so can I. But you have to understand how to speak truth and what truth you want to speak. You understand? But we're going to continue because I need to find out the real truth of why he's got this vim for the Shadeborough, and we're finding out we're finding out. We're finding out.
Shed light to the UK black culture industry. You just have it right, bro. Culture vultures, they just come in and take our money. They just take the money. They don't care about you lot. They don't really care. And I ain't really saying anything crazy anyway. So, but yeah, it's time to, you get me? There's a reset anyway. There's a reset. Man's calling on a reset. And anyone that comes online and says anything weird that I see weird, I'm calling it out, man. And I don't mind. I got all the time in the world. I got all the time in the world. And I got receipts on receipts. You got all my receipts. No problem, man. I'm a bad guy, and this and that and that. No problem.
Let's go files.
Anyway, make sure you like, comment,
subscribe.
subscribe.
24 hours.
Peace.
Anyway, we got on to the next one because I'm telling you, listen. Bouncer has said a lot. He has said a lot. Yeah, he's said a lot. Let's see what people are saying. We're gonna get to the most recent one. Yeah. If we can get to that, let's go. Anyway, someone says, honestly, a wake-up call. Someone who has driven myself. I have never been in a state where I was totally out of it. I would still be able to drive normally, but I drive reckless knowing you are not sober is more of an ego issue than just the alcohol alone. There's no excuses. It's the same with the people be doing them. Be thinking it's okay to drive 100 miles per hour on a 30, then act like a victim when someone put away. I don't think alcohol is an excuse. He knew damn well that he was doing when he was speeding that fast. He thought he was invincible. All those people making an excuse or lost the plot. Listen, I'm gonna be completely real with you. Normally I like comments and stuff like that, but I'll just keep it real. There is no excuse, and only gets. In fact, let's keep it real. Only Justin Clark, yeah, I know I'm still calling out his government name, but like only he can know how he felt in that moment, yeah. And it's not even about how he felt. You know what I mean? If he's going to be held accountable, which he is, that's as simple as it's going to get. That's as simple as it's going to get, because irrespective of a lawsuit or whatever the case may be, naturally, you will whatever things you say or do, there's a consequence. You have to deal with whatever actions you have done in your life. You have to deal with it. Do you know what I mean? That's why some people go loopy in here, because sometimes they know they've done wrong. You know what I mean? Or maybe they forgot they've done wrong in the past and it's caught up with them, and they don't know how to don't know how to deal with that karma. Have you seen that I can't remember him in the show, but the guy was checking off a list of all the bad things he's done. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, Esther is not a random woman. She's been employed by Shadeborough for a minute. They post her regularly. Wow. Idiot girl turns free. That's funny. gets must have beat. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, so I'm gonna put the Great Reset is happening, and I am fully here for it, but it has to be the whole world, not just the black British. Hold on, black British. See, you know why? The reason why I say it can't be just a black British scene, because there's wrong in every aspect in the world. We need to solve that problem. Let's deal with that problem. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's get on to the next thing, which is, all right, the next one is, and let me get to the next one real quick. Give me a second. So, Shadeborough. Say, okay, you have 48 hours. Yeah, I mean, this one had 24 hours. You got 48 hours, you know. Let's go. I'll try not to pause as much because obviously I've got other things to react to and stuff of that nature.
As a tradesperson working on site, I didn't see how AI could help me. But with Sage Copilot, it chases unpaid invoices for me at the click of a button, so now I get paid 7 days faster.
That label, yeah, that friend, I swear to you, at one point, let's just say this, I thought it was sleep. I kid you not. I need to learn more about fashion, don't I?
Now, Shadeborough.
Hey, straight away. Now, Shadeborough. Straight away. No
I'm going
delay.
to
Let's
give
go.
you 48 hours from now. When you see this, I'm going to give you 48 hours to make a public to myself, because it ruined my life. You had me feeling suicidal.
Damn.
And I'm going to explain that. And you know what I mean about your page? You've done a lot of bad things in the past and you're using fake narratives. If you're going to do something for the people and if your thing's going to be called the Shadeborough, make sure you're always impartial. I understand. I post controversial things as well. But make sure things with a clean heart and you don't do attacks now. Look.
Facts.
You attacked Dutch. You've been cyber for the past, and Steph London. You cyber attacked Dutch and Steph London for how many years? I've been out of prison 7 years. Since I've been out of prison, Steph London has been getting cyber bullied online. Like cyber bullied online, bro. Like you stuff that is gonna bring mad comments and mad shade. And I understand it's the Shadeborough. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to expose pictures of you lot and all public information, by the way. Public information.
Damn, like that? But I guess now we're really getting into the real piping hot tea. Because this is, you be cyberbullying. All right. You know when the bully gets bullied. You know what I'm saying?
You can now go to the places and now take everything down. But everything that I'm going to expose is public information. But I want the pool. And I'm going to promote this. I'm going to promote this so everyone is ready. Everyone is ready. I'm going to promote this. I'm going to promote this actually at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. on a Saturday. The first video is coming out exposing the Shadeborough. Back. Exposing them. And whoever gets collateral damage is collateral damage. I know there's other people, but I'm going for the founder and the co-founder. I'm going down and tell them who you lot are. Yeah? Now, I want a public apology. And the reason why I say I want a public apology, not because I say it because I know you're not going to give me a public apology. So I know that I'm going to release the video. But I want a public apology on your page for any wrongdoings you've done, because you actually made me feel suicidal. Yeah, the way how you dealt with man, you post personal stuff in my time, like you post personal stuff in my time, no problem. You can do it now. I don't care. But you post personal stuff. You've also
No, that's where you draw. That's where the line gets drawn. If you're posting things like that, that's where you draw the line. They did something similar to. I don't know if Mo Gilligan posted something personal beforehand with the Shade, but the Shade Bar still posted it. I can't remember verbatim, but when I saw that, I was like, "Yeah, this bit is a bit." Do you know what I mean? Do you know? And they tried to paint a narrative against Mo Gilligan. That was another thing I saw. Wait a minute. Hold on. Anyway, let's
try to destroy me with this little man thing. You and the +44 podcast and the rest of the other pages after that, but you two tried to destroy me. And then when I came and sat down and had an interview with little man, you tried to be quiet. You get me? And then when I called you out, then you made the post. You see, you lot are, bro, you're devils, and God's gonna deal with you lot. And you see these little fake narratives that you think you can give these ZZ Mills and all these people a platform. Listen, I'm telling you, look, as for ZZ Mills, everything that I say is the truth. Everything that I say is the truth. I'm in the industry. I know these things. I know the things. So when I say harsh stuff, no one don't come for me and tell me anything. This is the truth. Don't let these people try to come and paint narratives. This is the same woman tried to say you pray people's downfall and boom, 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 boom. Then you've got another woman coming out. Yeah, why you pray? Listen, you lot don't have no chat for me because your ceiling is GRM, the Shadeborough. My ceiling is the world. You can't chat to me. That period. And you see the narratives that get pushed. Young Philly, yeah.
Would you like to learn how to trade? Experienced ex-city trader who can share his professional insights and
yeah, the Shadeborough. You see the narratives that you pushed for young Philly. And listen, I'm not preying on Gets' downfall. Everyone knows the deal, but I'm using Gets is the collateral damage, and Gets is just to show you how the industry cup. You get me? No one to have the same energy for young Philly though. You lot destroy a man that's been accused, not killed, accused. He hasn't killed no one. He's been accused. Remember? But you lot destroyed him. Just like everyone else. So what I'm gonna do, Shadeborough, yeah, I want you.
I hear what you're saying, yeah, but hear me out.
Apology,
just hear me out for a
Steph
moment.
London. I want Dutch
This energy needs to go to this
public apology to myself, and I want you to give a public apology to young Philly. All the other wrongdoings that you lot do, you do, but I want you to do that. Now I know you're not going to do that, but the world from this day onwards are gonna keep on seeing the people own the Shadeborough. They're going to see it. They're going to see these are the people that own the Shadeborough. This is the people that own the Shadeborough. This. Sometimes when you got money, you have to invest into private investigators and you have to do deep dives into this and that, and you'll see
you know what?
The stuff that you find.
As he's saying that, like I said, I'm not going to pause too much, but as he's saying that, it's making me realize I need to show you guys the like I will show it. I'm going to find it. We're going to continue watching, but I'm going to find it. That I did try to out the owners. I'm like, and I did post something. I think I did. I not even think. I promise I did, but I can't remember what year it was. Let's keep moving.
I'm definitely internet ready. Internet ready. So I will never let out all my cats out of the bag. I will never let out all my cats out of the bag. But now with you lot, the ring of people is if you don't play the game right and you stop, if you play the game in an impartial way, I'm cool. Forget about it. I'm cool. I know the Shadeborough is needed. But if you play the game, yeah, as bitter and evil like you've done, I'm on you lot. GRM.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna do, yeah. Forgive me if I speed up the I won't speed it up too much, but it's the thing of because of the timing, I'm gonna have to speed up it just a bit. So let me go here for a second because I've got other things to react to in regards to this. I just didn't realize where is it? Playback speed. Let's see.
If you play the game and you develop and you play the game fair and you stop siding with your friend, and you do things for the greater good of the culture, no problem. But if you don't, bro, you're gonna hear my vocals. Now, Link Up and Mixtape Madness, you lot are damaged because I just seen your stance towards myself. Big shout out to flipping Joey. I always big shout out to Joey Link Up because he's supported from throughout, but all the people that controls the media side of things, the marketing, the clip up, they post that. It's towards you lot. So now you lot are a representation of Mixtape Madness or Link Up. Or GRM because you think you cannot. Penny dropped for me. Slims is doing his vlogs, and you lot posted all of these vlogs until that bike ride with me, and I was like, yeah, man. This is before I was doing this, but no problem. But the Shadeborough, I'm gonna meet you now. You see the +44 podcast, you evil people as well. Guess what? I always tried to defend myself, defend that Zizi Mills. She wasn't part of that interview, and I say that to my mom. And I remember from this and Sideman, you're a scumbag as well. You get me? You're a scumbag. Man, not like you're an idiot. The group, Sideman, the person, you are a scumbag. I want you to come out and up your mouth as well, you idiot. Yeah. Anyway, and I remember when I was on Clubhouse and fighting for my life, like, man, I had the world again.
So I'll cut this on playbot. That playbot speed is too. Yeah. Let's just keep on moving. Now. Let's go.
Against me, Sam. Like, why does everyone keep on leaving you, about? So like, proper idiot. You get me? Anyway, Shadeborough. I remember, bro. Towards this time, how many years ago, bro? This come out and you lot destroyed me. And do you know how I feel? I almost killed myself, bro. I almost killed myself. Do you know why? You people, everything, bro. You develop them, and then the scene, the culture comes and says, and a lie comes out like that. Like a lie comes out like that, bro. And you got people saying, kill yourself and this and that. I remember putting on Wicked and Bad events. I got Twitter spaces saying, oh, like, yes, we'll stream this for, let's do this for Little Man, bro. I will not, let's see you lot, like Little Man, your team, all of you lot, bro. I will never rest, bro. I will always be vocal because I remember the evil you lot done. By man, Shadeborough, I remember the evil that you lot done, and loads of people the same thing as well. And loads of people feel so. You see now, everyone's like going on, yeah. But I promise you, yeah. Saturday, 12 p.m. Yeah, I am releasing, get me, public information of who you lot are. Public, by the way, public information. It means, yeah, that nothing. I'm in my rights, Achi. Yeah, I'm in my rights, Achi. I'm in my rights. Get me, but
moving in with your snoring soulmates, you need a solution which isn't separate rooms. You can now ask AI mode on Google whatever's on your mind, and even ask.
Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
You lot, yeah, man, trust me. This is my movement. My movement is this. My movement is independent. My movement is doing things for the greater good. Go look at UK rap numbers, bro. Go look at what he does, UK rap numbers. He is someone that is culture. You call culture. Go look at UKL. Go look at TMC. Go look at these people. Go type in TMC, what he does for the UK culture. Go look at UK Last on Snapchat. This is culture. Yeah, this is culture.
Listen, I've been trying to find a post, but I'm pretty sure I have mentioned it on Twitter at one point. I'm pretty sure I did. I just can't find it. But anyway, let's go.
Non-biased way. Go look at Made You Think. This is culture in a non-biased way. Go look at I'm Just Bait. Now, I'm Just Bait, he's done so much for the culture. So much for the culture. Now go look at the flipping, go look at the Mixtape Madness. Go look at the Link Up TVs. To be honest, yeah, go look at the GRMs. Get me? It's not greater good for the culture. It's greater pound dollar. Reset. Remember I said that. It's not greater good for the culture. It's greater good for the pound dollar. So you old guys, all you old folks, or all you people that turn to the GRMs and that, don't worry, man's going to teach the younger generation to own their own IP, to do digital marketing, and to build up their own self and put their money within their self, you get me? And stop wasting your money on these platforms because they don't care about you, bro. That's it. The only thing they do is push their friends. But just go back to Shadeborough. See the move that you made. You get me? You made ZZ Mill push that narrative. You made that Esther girl do a video, tried to push that narrative. Then the actual lady that done a video in the whole that in the defense to Rage and what happened and that one, they want to push that video. But when that other lady done another video, similar lady done a video about Ginger J, you posted it. Don't be selective. Always do things partial. If you're going to post ZZ Mills' thing, post it. If you're going to post the Esther's thing, post it. But post the ladies' thing as well. Let people decide for their self where they are, where they're at. Do you know why? You are a blog page. Just like GRM. You're not a person. I'm a person. You're a blog page. You are a blog page. You get me? Even when I'm a person, I might get things wrong or it might be sided bias, but I'm a human. You are a blog page. There's multiple people that run and on that page.
But hold yourself accountable.
48 hours, man. Coming for you lot, man. 48 hours. And when I say I'm coming for you lot, I am coming for you on the internet. I'm going to post public information. This is not a threat. Defamation of character. I'm going to post public information. This is my opinion. Yeah? But 48 hours. And what I'm going to do nowadays, man, I'm just going to invest in private investigators, man, and just spend the money, get the low, and keep on getting the low, and just put it out, get me, and put it out or know these things and hold it. Because that's where we need to be. You know, when you go to court, people invest into judges and whatnot, and into barristers and that. I invest into private investigators, bro, for the greater good of our culture, because you lot can't keep on shaping up our culture and push the info like that. Look what you done to Young Philly, bro. Look what you done to Young Philly. Look what you done. Have you been seeing Young Philly lately? I'm not gonna push that thingy. God willing, I'm wrong. God willing, he's cool and whatnot. But look what you done to someone that accused someone. But look what you're doing to someone that has died, that's killed someone. And forget, it's called a spade, guys. It's called a spade. Me from the streets, just be a street. Let me just say things as a street thing. If I was driving, God forbid, and I was drunk driving or whatnot, and I drove like that, and I knocked someone over, do you know what I do? I'll stop the car, I'll ring the ambulance, I'll look at a passer nearby, making sure I'll put the person in recovery prison, and I'll look at a passer nearby, and do you know what I would do if I was drink driving? I'll be honest with you, do you know what I do? I would disappear. But I've rang the ambulance, and do you know what I do when I get arrested? I would put my hands up, say that was me. I knocked over the person, and that was me. And
I understand what you're saying, but one thing, hindsight is 2020. Two, at the end of the day, it's just perspective. We can all have what we would do and wouldn't do in a situation. Do you know what I mean? We can all come up with that. You know what I mean? We can all do that. Let's be real. No one knows what they're gonna do in that situation. No one really knows. Until you're in that situation, God forbid, no one knows. Nobody knows. Literally, nobody knows. The one thing I've learned about life is you can never really have an opinion on something. You can never really do a hypothetical situation if you've never really been in that situation. You can only go based on what you've been in. Do you know what I mean? Because just like your it's mad, yeah, because there's so many, I don't know. Let's keep it moving, man.
And I panicked. But you see, people are so heartless. Man will do that, and it's like there's no, bro. Come on, man. And no one cannot say, oh, you wanna, if you was in that position, what are you talking about, bro? Like, even if you cut out, bro. And this is what I mean. You see, people in life here, they ain't got hearts, bro. And they forget the fact that someone has died here, bro. And when they're saying, oh, they don't care about the person that's died, no. Like, you lot are coming out saying foolishness, and man's actually just coming for you lot because you lot are coming saying foolishness, and now man's not stopping. Don't ever think you lot can control any narratives. Guess what, bro? You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Man's calling you out. Clippers are going to clip it, but I'm letting you know, Shadeborough, you have 48 hours to make all them apologies. Steph London, Dutch Valley, Young Philly, and me. And I know you're not going to do it, but I just can't wait to give a breakdown of who you lot are, just so the world can keep on seeing, and they're going to go back to this one and go back to this, and I'm going to make multiple videos over the years of who the Shadeborough is, just so now you lot move in check. Because you know why? You lot's ruined a lot of lives, and there's a lot of real street niggas. You know, William, when you went to the gala, yeah?
Before Upland, one of my teachers told me that, you know, maybe you're just a C-grade student. When I got my 2A star...
Content is on the way. Let's go.
There was 5 rappers, I'm not going to mention their name, that proper pressured you, innit? You felt so uncomfortable in it, and then you left after that, innit? You remember? Like, and it was me, Ache. What the worst thing you could have ever done was jump on a Zoom call with me years ago, yeah, and me discover your face and who you were. That's the worst thing you could have done. You and the other woman. That's the worst thing you can done. Because I told these lot, this is my man, you know, that's been posting you. You had an earache for about, was it an hour or so? Was it an hour? And you had to leave, innit? You just felt disgusted, didn't it? Can't silence me. Silence me. They're for the greater good. If these pages don't fall in line and don't do things impartially for the greater good, I will not stop, bro. I promise you like that. I will not stop for the greater good. Look, know what you're actually doing. I want to see a change. Trust me, man. You're messing with someone that is so powerful, yeah, and don't care. I've learned the power of detachment, bro. I do not care. Just remember I said that, and no one can tell me nothing. I know so much. Yeah, I have software, yeah, that I can make thousands of accounts and post all at the same time. Trust me. You want to talk about narratives? You want to do narratives? You lot's faces are public information. Public, just shedding light to who you lot are. You get me? It shows you, you're founder of this. After you watch this, you're now gonna go and remove all the details you got online, but I've got everything. But anyway, make sure you're internet ready, because I'm gonna make you lot feel how we felt and how we feel. And yes, within ourselves, you can put your hands up. But this is my way of saying sorry to maybe the Dutches or the Steph Londons or these people. This is my way of, do you know what? Saying sorry. Sometimes you do things, you get the wrong end of the stick. Sometimes you this, but this is my way of
is sorry going to be enough?
Listen,
let's be real.
Pastor Young Philly, he gets found guilty, but don't something tell you, yeah? Don't something tell you. If someone's got a crazy case at the start, and then all of a sudden gets allowed to leave Australia to go to the UK to spend Christmas, don't that tell you about a case? At first, the case was mad, and then don't that tell you about a case? Like, using logic. Everyone has their own opinions on that. You get me? Obviously, a lot of us has found him guilty on the back of that. Whatever, no problem. But the Shadeborough, if you do things, you have to do things being impartial. Shadeborough and GRM are the two bits that need to do things of being impartial for the greater good for UK culture. Now it's time to X out. It's a reset. You get me? See you ring, you industry ring. It's a reset. You get me? But anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
When a phone has a
Listen, there's a lot that's going on. So just to round it up a bit, so we can get into more of it. Basically, it started off personal from what it seems like, because they did him dirty. Then it got into a thing where he's realizing they done so many other people dirty. And he was collateral in regards to the Dutch Valley situation. And so now it's just a case of, I guess, from what it seemed like, it's what triggered this again, or what triggered this situation was the whole situation that happened with Get. Do you understand? This is what's so, oh man. Yo, life is just one of those things where you don't even expect certain. You didn't expect this. You didn't expect this. Shout out to Clue as well, man. I know someone said, I know young Fiddy will be very emotional when he sees this. I think Bounce is the only person to publicly defend his name yet. I don't know if he's the first, but I don't think he's even defending him either. Let's keep that real. He just saying be impartial. Just be impartial. Just speak the facts. That's all he's essentially saying. Be impartial. Speak the facts. It's mad for you to say TSB attacked Dutch when you, with the first person I see speak about it. You see that? This is what I'm trying to say. It's like, I swear I don't think he was the first. There was someone else. Then there was, from what I saw, I think it was someone else. Then it was Bounce, or then it was the Shadeborough. But then I think there was someone else that also spoke in it as well. It's just one of them ones. I don't know how to say it. Call it. He's trying to make the streets love him. It's called reverse psychology. The same brother did the same Dutch. Anyway, I'm gonna put this has been a long time. When you do dirt to others and try cover it up, it eventually gets uncovered. You know what I mean? That's the truth. You know what I mean? It eventually gets uncovered. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. We're gonna get on to the next one, which is this one is the 24 hours one. Oh, look, there you go. No, is it this one? Hold on. 24 hours before the internet crashes. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Let me see how many. Okay. I won't try and pause as much because there's a lot of content I need to get onto. But yeah, man, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications. Let's get it. Let's go.
One thing we can agree on one thing, that everyone wants to actually know what the owners of Shadeborough looks like.
Yep, we sure do.
One thing that we can agree. Remember, guys, when people know what you look like, bro, you can't do certain things. And the Shadeborough has, for years upon years upon years, ruined lives. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy because I'm going to save it tomorrow at 12 p.m. Tomorrow, and this is what it is. One thing that we can agree on, guys, yeah, is That page there is a evil, toxic page. Like, yeah, we got toxic to us, so we're gonna follow it. We wanna know what the latest news is. We wanna see the updates. But that page there, what that page has done against men and women, black women, against what that page has done when it comes to pushing narratives, and I've proved to you this week. And if you haven't seen it, go look at a couple videos that I've been posting and showing you about the ring, and that there needs to be a reset, and there needs to be a reset of how we do this. And I remember what I said to you. Remember, the Shadeborough thought it was okay. Will thought it was okay to go to the GRM gala. Understand the ring. Understand, he thought it was okay to go to GRM gala, but forgot over the years all the crazy things that they've done. And Will and Helena, I'm gonna be.
Do you know how mad that is? This is what I'm trying to say. You see, when you get comfortable within your skin for doing badness and being pure evil, you forget that eventually you're gonna get exposed.
So honest with you, I don't think you're taking this serious. I don't think you're taking me serious. And trust me, you see, the campaign from now on forever is to expose the Shadeborough. And you see, when I expose your pictures, and this is what I'll call on, one thing that I'm going to call on for the whole of the Clippers. But even if you're not a Clipper, please make multiple TikTok accounts. Make multiple TikTok accounts and spread the word so you can see who owns the Shadeborough. Like name and shame, public information. So you see, when they're getting ready to be like, oh yeah, we need to report, it's in the public. You can't report it. You can't report it. Right now they're scrambling. You get me? Oh shit, I need to take this down. Look at this. It's all screen record, buddy. It's all together. I've got everything.
You know what's mad? Like, it's just knowing it took this situation for this to happen. You know what I mean?
I've got everything. And we're going to get into even when it comes to monetization, and we're going to get into all of that side of things. But I've got everything. But look, I'm going to tell you about these narratives. I'm going to tell you about the evil that they've done, and I'm going to tell you that how I felt. And I told you how I felt. I told you, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I told you that the attack that they done, and they got me out of it, and it was part of the ring. The Amazon Plus Pro 4s, there was multiple other blog pages. And look, it's fun. Look, it's so funny. Look at the blog pages now. Look, no blog pages is posting exposing Shadeborough, you know. No, remember, there's an agenda.
Damn. And I'm not even on Instagram like that properly anymore to be able to look at them type of things, if I'm honest. But not surprised.
Most of the blog pages follow that agenda. Everyone's friends. I spoke to a blog page, and I spoke to one of the blog pages because he saw what was happening. And he's like, the Shadeboroughs are my guys, man. And see, for me, like I'm going to say, the Shadeborough is needed in our culture. We just stop. We don't need to be posting the crazy divides within black culture. Remember, like, you see that page, yeah? That page is the most toxic page that makes us separate. But guess what? They're always posting the ZZ Millses. ZZ Mills is their #1 narrative page. ZZ Mills will say what she's saying. Boom, the Shadeborough will use that platform to push that narrative. Now, all of a sudden, and I'm going to tell ZZ Mills, I'm going to tell Lin May, you look, don't come for me, because I will only tell the truth. I will tell the truth. Remember, I know a lot of industry secrets, bro. You get me? So when man's messaging me, I will only tell the truth. You get me? That's it. People, I will only tell the truth.
Hey, boss. Just arrived on site. Gearing up now.
Time theft. It's Connect Team's GPS and clock-ins. You'll avoid overpayment.
That's the thing. A man's, you see the reset. The reset is gonna people like Shadeborough, and you see people like GRM, or you see people like Mixtape Manners or Link Up TV, bro. There has to be a level of impartial, and if you're not gonna fall in line, and you think you're bigger than the program, because this is what you lot think, you're bigger than the program, then You lot will get taken down one by one, just like these other music platforms. You don't want your 300, 400 pound upload fee? We're gonna stop that. We're gonna push that. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna teach the people them digital marketing and get more views and more streams. So if they know how to do,
trust me, if they know how to do that, you don't need them. It's true. That independence, especially when it comes to music, it's gonna get to that level where once, yeah. Because I even see what's her name, Inni, where I think she's retired from music because she said it's not fun anymore. I wonder why that is. And if you think about Young Bane, where is Young Bane? You get me? That's another talented brother. There was someone else. What's his name? There was someone else. Like Kojo Funds. Where is he? But let's go.
Digital marketing to get more views and more streams. That means they're gonna stop paying for uploads, and that means that you lot are now gonna start giving free uploads and start developing actual artists. I'm gonna do everything in my power. Like I said, I'm not gonna just speak. I'm gonna lead with action. I have been doing. But anyway, look at this. And I said, I've been saying for a couple of weeks, I'm very concerned of young Philly's mental health. Now, whatever opinions that we've got on young Philly, let's just say he's been accused. Hasn't been found guilty. He's been accused. And let's just say, at first, what we heard of the charge was so crazy. Now, a year later, he's allowed to fly. So it's gone from being a category A security mad crime to, oh yeah, we can now let you fly home to spend time with your family and come back. Pay attention to these things. Pay attention to these things. Do you know what this means with the case? It means that the case is weaker and weaker and it's getting weaker, and the judge is looking at it and being like, this is not what the police came up with. But look at this. I'm telling you, this guy, he's not. I don't
know, man. I'm not a lawyer.
Fully himself. Let's just put it that way. And I've said it from earlier. These evil people will put young Philly announces he's back eating pork. I was asleep for years.
Hey, I'm back on the pork. I was sleeping for years. I'm back on the pork. I was sleeping for years. I'm back on the pork.
I'll be honest with you. You lot in the comments might laugh at that and whatnot. This is someone that I know, yeah? And I'm telling you, yeah, this person is not himself. But you see what these pages do. They push to get to this level. They get to this level and they make a joke out of it and they monetize from it, or they push. They get people in the comments. You get me? And not everyone's gonna know when someone's having a mental breakdown, or not everyone's gonna know that, oh, you know what? Well, I know of that person. Philly's Philly, and yeah, but that's not him. Deep down, I know that's not him. Like, people just think, do you know what, Bouncer, you're mad. You get me? You're mad. You get me? And then obviously, here's man's thing, guys. Yeah, remember, if you're gonna speak on something, you speak on something. Whatever. People will have opinions. That any little thing of what's going on with young Philly, they're gonna post. They're gonna say these things.
We're implementing AI.
I really hope this one works.
Well, that's not what they're going to be saying, but yeah.
Men should behave themselves. Yeah.
Free young Philly, but I'm not gonna lie. My man moves a bit mad already. Like, you can see how he moves in it. So when there's no cameras and he's lit, he's drunk, I could imagine him doing something. Man, I'm gonna lie. But I'm saying free him because that's just what I'm thinking, bro. That's just what I'm.
And this is what I mean about mad narratives, bro. Like, they have a freedom of speech. They say what they want. But man said, oh, free young Philly, when he's lit and he's drunk, I can imagine him doing something. What are you even talking about, bro? Do you know what I mean? What are you even talking about? The Shadeborough took that bit of the clip there and posted it. But why ain't the Shadeborough posting other things? Oh, yeah, boom, or that. They're not posting anything else. They're just posting that same narrative to go with the agenda. You get it? And this is why
I hear that, but you see, when he did come back home, like from Australia to his mum's house or to his parents' house, they did post that. They did post him in the kitchen. I think it was in the kitchen. It was hugging his mum or something like that. I do remember that. Let's call it a spade a spade. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because yeah, we could talk about the Shadeborough posted narratives, but I vividly remember seeing that on the Shadeborough page. But let's keep it moving.
And there's multiple videos. There's multiple things that we've seen online. But this is why these people are evil. And I haven't gone in on this video because I'm just doing this video for it to get some more thousands of views, and just know at 12 p.m., I call on everyone in the community. When you see that video dropped tomorrow, share it. Share it to everyone in your group chat, put it on your stories, share that video, share it. I need my culture to share it. And that's one thing I'm going to ask you to come and just support me on. Like afterwards, you can go back to not liking me, and the people that support me, you can support me, but please share it. And see, from this day onwards, what I realized, and it's like, bro, man was going, me and Clue was attacking each other. Me and this person attacking each other, but really, man really needs to attack and take down, yeah? Not attack in a violent way. I mean, like, man needs to, like, online, expose the people that run the industry in a mad narrative way. GRM, they're one of them. They're at their head, you get me? Shadeborough, they're at the head. Like I said, I would still tell the story. When man was at GRM Gala, and I'm gonna tell you as well, when I was at GRM Gala, I'm holding back on so much things so I can go into more. But when we was at GRM Gala, we all thought he can just walk through and no one knew who he was. You get me? And I had to just let them know, like, yo, bro, my man owns the Shadeborough, you know? And he felt so horrible with himself. Like, what are we doing? What's wrong? What are we doing? What's wrong? And why was so much people pressuring him? Like, over the years. Do you know how much lives they've ruined? They ruined my life at a time. Like, I remember even speaking to my mum. I was like, you remember that time? You remember that narrative? That was a cyber attack from the industry, bro. That was like, all like, bam, 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 bam. Like, it was so crazy. And I didn't even have a platform to even address it like that, to even silence myself, and to even address it and whatnot. I went onto Clubhouse. Then I still had flipping that sideman clown. Like, oh, do you think? Get me? And ZZ Mills was a part of that. And I always said to myself, nah, man, ZZ Mills was actually trying to be fair in that interview. She was trying to be fair, man. It's calm. It's fine. I'm saying it to my family, it's calm. My family was like, nah. Get me? So yeah, man.
Saying that must be, they must see
time with the reset, man. Time for reset. And I'm gonna do everything in my power.
So now we're really seeing this. What's happening?
Sure that every single black person from UK culture know what the Shadeborough looks like, because it's public information. They can laugh what they want. It's public in the information. And you know me, I've got lists for days. You get me? So the first load is not even going to go in, but I'm going to make everyone look like, show you. Everyone. You think, Shadeborough, you actually think, yeah, that it's been 24 hours. Okay, what? You think I'm joking? Bro, listen, watch this, man. For the people, man. For change, for reset. There's going to be a reset in the industry, and I'm going to call out any injustice, anyone that I see doing any funny business. I'm calling you lot out, bro. So make sure you play the game to the best of our ability for our kids and our kids' kids, so they can grow up and they can develop. So just have it right. Knife crime's gone down. You get me? Like, so actually, we're actually starting to do very well. So yeah, man, it's time to take down these flipping industry rings, man. Anyway, 12 p.m. tomorrow, man. I promise you. Ache? I'm definitely internet ready. I'm definitely internet ready. Helena, Will, Ache? You think... Watch this anyway. Watch this. You know. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
And make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Manual brushes miss 50.
Yeah. Let's see what people are saying in the comments real quick. Then we get on to the next one. Boy, there's generally a lot that is going on. Okay, it's this one I have to react to. I'm gonna have to like just do like a summary, if possible. Jamal Edwards was the only genuine guy with a massive platform that helped artists. For real. Rest in peace, Jamal Edwards, man. It's sad what he went through, man. And even the narrative that they anyway. I'm still baffled that Westwood is on tour crazy. He's not on tour, yeah. But this is why I need VDM to get him up out of here. Like, this is why I need Very Dark, man, to get Tim Westwood out of here. If I had his level of influence and, do you know what I mean? I could have done it, but I don't have that power yet. Do you know what I mean? I don't. And I'm saying yet because I don't know what God's got planned for me. Batter them. Okay. Come on, man. That's mad reading that. Bouncy, you push narratives as well. We only see the young YNs are falling for your nonsense. Grown people are falling for your low vibrational content. You might not like it, but the Shadeborough are like, yep, I'm not going to call that name, but basically, if we feel strongly about them, then what about the bigger publication? Exposing them will not change anything, just create more platform that truly serve the culture. Shadeborough just help people to pour out their own evil out in the comment. Can't really blame the platforms, blame the consumers. It's a mix of both. I hear what they're saying, and I'm glad they said that. I'm fully glad they said that. It's generally a mix of both. It's generally a mix of both. The reset is happening. Good to see this, but again, we need it to be overall within the UK, as in mainstream media, but also mainstream worldwide. You know what I mean? Because there's certain narratives also pushed against an icon. And it's funny, do you know what's magic? You know when I knew the Shadeborough weren't really all that? From when you don't post anything in relation to celebrating Michael Jackson, I just know you're not a real blog page. Do you get it? And I get, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. And not only that, yeah, you got to deep it as well. Like, anyway, let me not talk too much. But let's get to the next one, exposing the Shadeborough. I'm gonna try and see if I can. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, look, guys, this is a bit emotional to me because I speak openly and tell you, look, I was in a dark place. And I spent 10 years of my life in prison. People that don't know, and you're new and you don't know who I am, I'm just letting you know, I've been from the roads, I've changed my life, I've been in gangs, and all I've done, I'm going to break that.
Like I said, I'm going to just speed it up just a bit. Because, you know what I mean? We've got things to do around here. You know what I'm saying?
Down. But anyway, just let you know how I kind of found out who Will and Helena was. We had an event, and this was the event. I was boxing Arms Corleone, and as you can see, Shadeborough was here. There was a sponsor. And the reason why there was a sponsor, they was building up their page, and at the time they probably had 400k followers. You get me? And they wanted to become a sponsor, and I thought, right, it's a no-brainer. If I can get the page, the boxing fight, the influencer boxing fight promoted on that page, there's more. So by the way, Link Up TV, Wicked and GRM, they're not really gonna support, man. They're not supporting like that. The only ones that was really supporting was I'm Just Bait and Young Kings. You get me? They were supporting, but them ones weren't really supporting. Obviously, I get it. But anyway, I'll flip my screen, get into this. This was the initial design for it to go on the campus. But what I took it off because they lost their page. You get me? Shadeborough done something, they lost their page, and obviously I just put Play Dirty on there, as you can see, Play Dirty on there. But in order to do so, what did I need to do? I had a meeting with them. We had a Zoom call, so I knew who Will and Helena looked like anyway. So I already knew what they looked like. So I'm just letting you know. But this is after they've done this to my family and put my family information up. And everyone at that time is scared. Remember, one thing we have in common, my people, and this is why it's so important that you share this video. We have in common that we all hate the Shadeborough. Every single person, every single one of us hate the Shadeborough, but so you see this here, of course. Now this one here was another attack. You get me, little man. You know, like no one cared who he was. Like he was no life here, yeah. And these people ruined my life. So it's time to break things down.
So we get the narrative. We get the point with Bouncer. They've ruined it, the Shadeborough ruined his life. Yeah, we understand that. So if I'm skipping some parts, don't mind me. We're just trying to get to the nitty gritty. What we want to see is the pictures. We want to see what Helena and William look like. So I mean, we want to see their income, but I rather care what they look like than their income, to be honest with you.
I'm going to show you the pictures. Let's get into... I feel like when you're doing... You see the internet, the UK, they have like a lot of freedom of speech. Not everywhere around the world you have freedom of speech, but in the UK you have freedom of speech. And you have limited companies that you can type in people's names and you can see who's what and what on what. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
This is where I was trying to say a few years ago, I literally did this. Because I'm like, who are the Shadeborough? Who owns this? I literally, I promise you I did that.
So I thought, let me type in the limited company. Guys, let me land. I've got 1994.
See, look, when I saw this name, Helena, I'm like, okay, she's Nigerian. I could just tell straight off the bat that's Nigerian name. Can't tell me anything. Even though she could have taken her husband's name and she might not necessarily be Nigerian, but I could be wrong. But at that time, I just initially seen, okay, it's a black woman. Then here we realized this guy was William Smith. I'm like, well, the only guy we recognize is Will Smith. No, that's probably the post. Let me see something. I'm pretty sure that's what I probably put. The only Will Smith we recognize is the Fresh Prince. I'm pretty sure that was it. Now it's coming back to me. I could be wrong about it, and I could be, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is what I posted. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I posted it. It's fine. It's fine. We've got to keep it moving on. But yeah, because of that name, I assumed it's a white guy. I just straight off the bat, I thought it was a white guy. And then obviously straight off the bat, I'm not. Yeah, I thought it was
1992. And I looked at the address, Farringdon, London. And when I saw this address up, I started thinking, it's a residential address. It's a residential address. You get me? They're signed to a residential address. I started doing some more information, some more digging. I started realizing they went to Bedford.
When you start a company, sometimes you do actually do it to a residential address. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like depending on your finances at the time and what you can afford. Yeah. But anyway, let's go.
University, you get me? And obviously looked at some other addresses over there, and so that there was residential. Into Wills, you get me?
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you it. That's because Asana
stuff and looked at this and that and that. And I was like, okay, cool. You get me? Me and Will, we spoke. I'm sorry, Will. I know in GRM, director of the Shadeborough, you get me? You know me, the reading's a bit nuts, but Black British culture, you get me? And in my head, I was reading it and I'm scrolling down and I see this, like, this is 9 years ago, you know? Get me? Co-founder, leads of the UK most recognised digital media platform, spotlighting black British culture, entertainment, and viral news. And in my head, I was like, yo.
The thing is, as much as he's right, can we really call that black British culture? And this is why I try to say culture vultures. Now we know what they look like to a degree, because we're still going to see more pictures. Like, I believe, like, you have to think how many people of a culture is pushing a narrative or pushing a culture in a positive light. Do you get it? There's not.
This is how everything is even pushed in. Like this is everything. Like I'm thinking, bro, like this is 2024. Oh, so now it went from 66 to 95. So now they say they've already made 66,000. And I started thinking, I was like, okay, I get it. I get the books. You get me? I get the books. I'm sure HMRC will have a look at that in due time. You get to see if everything's above board. This, I didn't want it to come up below, but I'm going to send it to this now just so you can kind of see who they are. It's very important. Very, very important. So remember, Helena is the one that runs the show. Will is there as well. You get me? And they don't think I've got this picture, but I've got it. I just show them. Let me show you who they are, man. You get me? It's public information as well. Don't need to, you get me? So, whoop.
Okay, I can't even say it. But anyway, they started the internet company and they had no idea that they was not internet ready. They was not internet ready. Oh well.
Internet ready. So this is Will, guys, yeah? So this is Will. William Smith. He's got two names. And this is Helena. I don't know how to pronounce their names. You get me? And this is them. Helena, obviously, she's the main girl. Will, they got two children. They live in Gillingham. You get me? And obviously, their company, they also have their accompanying office as on limited company. They're always there. You get me? You get me? There's a few, they're always there.
And the fact that they got two children, like, how do you feel posting other people's children like that? Because I know they wouldn't want their other people posting their children in a, do you know what I mean? And the way that they do it in such a spiteful, disgusting, evil way. Man.
That way, they're always there. You get me? But this is who they are. And I don't want to keep it like this, and I want you to understand, yeah. See, William and Helena, all they've done is tear down our community. They're disgusting, they're bitter for our community. And you see people like the ZZ Millses, and they've given them platforms because it's all about the agenda. It's all about, how do you think for a number of years, yeah, that ZZ Mills and these lot's been able to say things and get put up on a platform, and you lot listen to it, and all of a sudden, I'm not saying all of what ZZ Mills says is...
All right, listen, we're going to move on to the next one. This probably would be... The thing is, I have basically 4 more videos to react to. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the reality is I can't react to every single one of them right now. So I have to try and think what is the best one for me to react to at this precise moment, because I'm looking at the time and how long I've actually been on stream, and it's longer than I actually wanted it to be. I really wanted to start earlier, but you know, here's what it is. What was I gonna say? So I'm gonna put Shadeborough response after being exposed. Again, it's going to be another one where I just breeze through it, like just a quick breeze through, because obviously it's 21 minutes. So I'll just try and just breeze through it. All right.
When you have a Pixel 10, you may get asked a few questions, like, what is that? How did you do that? And can we use your camera instead?
The Google Pixel 10 from $24.99 a month at Currys and Carphone Warehouse.
Why do I lift? It's a lifestyle, man. Lifting me better than yesterday. I gotta be in tip-top shape. Protein is the most important thing in the diet. Guaranteed, it's the building block for the muscle. You need that.
Actually, amino acid.
So Shadeborrough's responded. Shadeborough has put out a statement. A whole load of nothing. I'm just letting you know. We're gonna go through this. I'm not gonna read it word for word because you know the reading's a bit techie, and
I'm gonna go back to that. Give me a second. Let me go back to that. I can't do that and not leave a comment. It's just wild. Start an internet company and not be internet ready. You know what I mean? How they start an internet company, but you're not internet ready? Come on, man. Anyway, let's go.
So Shadeborough's responded. Shadeborough has put out a statement. A whole load of nothing. I'm just letting you know. We're gonna go through this. I'm not gonna read it word for word because you know, like I just flipped the screen and you're just like, and now you're putting up these statements. Just get into this. You get me? It just didn't make sense. You get me? Residents, let's address the elephant in the room.
First of all, if you have to address the elephant in the room and you've already been exposed as a couple, then why don't you just come out together and just do a live stream? This is what they should have done, because they still could have done a live stream on their channel and be like, look, it's true. Yes, we are a married couple. Yes, we do have 2 kids and a poodle. Yes, you know what I mean? Yes, we do post evil narratives for financial reasons. Like, if they did that, I guarantee you, I'm not saying people, it's not a guarantee, but I still think people will still rock with them, because it's like, well, now they've been forced to expose who they really are. And if you rock with them, you rock with them. If you don't, you don't. If they lose their followers, they lose their followers. That's just part of the game. Is it? Lose it? You know what I mean?
And then obviously, this is listen, guys. See this page? This is the only page I'm reading. Respectfully, the only page. But anyway,
we don't even have to, we can read it ourselves. We're aware of the recent online posts sharing personal details about the Shadeborough's founders, as well as the circulation of private images and information from unrelated to our work or the platform. The Shadeborough is proudly Black-owned and has remained consistent in its mission and impact for over 9 years. First of all, private circulation of images, wasn't you doing that to other people, their kids and their family and stuff like that? Secondly, if you're proudly Black-owned, why are you using division tactics within the Black community? That's another thing. And then what is your mission? Like, what is your actual genuine mission? Say it. And then also, why is it text form? If you are apologetic, why is it text form? Come out, let's speak, show your face properly, because you've been exposed anyway. So you might as well just say, you know what, come out the woodworks, get me, and just say, look, yeah, all right, Bouncer called us out, we were wrong. We hold accountable for the things we have said and done. We don't post everything, although we have found an organization ourselves, but the reality is they have, it's obviously not deflecting, but it may sound like it's deflecting. But from now on, we will try and post something more impartial, even though we are the Shadeborough. We'll continue posting the show Shade, but we'll become from an impartial viewpoint. We apologize to everyone that we have hurt along the way. And if you feel offended in any way, please accept our apologies, because we didn't mean to hurt anyone. We're just here to make money. You know what I mean? Because that's what because unfortunately, negative news goes viral and it succeeds. Like what that it clearly, that's what's happening. If they said that, no one can't say, oh wait, they're not wrong, are they? Because negative news does sell. That's not even just in regards to the Black British culture or Black culture as a whole. That's everywhere. Negative news, unfortunately, goes viral, and I don't understand why, but it is what it is.
We're aware of recent online posts sharing personal details about the Shadeborough's founders, as well as the circulation of a private image of information unrelated to our work or the platform. We're talking about everything's online. Yeah, personal details is online. And I have never posted your personal details, even though your personal details just getting posted in the comments. You get me? Obviously, there's people that hate you that's just putting out your personal details. I'm sure online, Gillingham is the location. Gillingham is your location and it's online. You get me? Understand that. You get me? So, but now you know how it feels. Because when you've posted, my child and my child's mother on your page, bro, just on some real disgusting hater shit, you now know that how you now know how this feels. You now know how this feels, and how it feels that your picture is plastered all over the net. William, you now know how this feels, and Helena, you now know how it feels. Do you understand? And let me break something down before I get into this. Do you know my past battles or my past problems? You know that I come from a rough background, right? Do you know that on the streets, that just say it as raw as possible? Do you know that people get shot in their face on the streets? Do you know that people lose their life on the streets? Do you know that weird people will do things to children? Do you know that, yeah? So did you think, that posting my images and giving a way in for people that don't like me to know who my family is, do you think that was a good idea? Do you know that I go through them? I have to go through that battle every single day of where I've come from and listen to.
That's mad. That's genuinely mad. We're gonna wheel up to what's his name, Kane's part right here, because I definitely saw that on Instagram. Like, I like what he said, ethnic.
Listen, it's called Connecting, and it's sane. I don't do schedules or timesheets anymore.
And it works?
Oh, like he would.
I'm gonna play this. Big shout out to Kane.
Recently, Bouncer released a video revealing the owners of Shadeborough. Now Shadeborough have responded and confirmed they're Black-owned and about the community. As an audience, we need to question our ethnic ethics because we gave
I don't know why the quality is low.
Social media influence, but what is the Black-owned organization doing with that cultural influence? Take Jamaica, the Caribbean, and Hurricane Melissa. They posted the photos of the devastation. They posted American tourists complaining in the middle of the storm. They even posted the UK government aid pledges just so that people would comment, that's not enough money, or that's the least they can do. But ask yourself, what's the least?
Check that quickly before we even listen. They even posted, I want you to see this. And this is the exact same thing what they done about Digga D. Exact same thing.
One community initiative, not one community repost, just rage baiting for engagement. All while real Black-owned organizations, smaller pages with fewer followers are out here doing the actual work. Look at the Voice newspaper, a real cultural institution. Their influence goes beyond social media. They have drop-off locations across the country, volunteers working tirelessly, shipments already on their way to the Caribbean. That's impact. That's action. They have structural influence capable of real support and real-life influence and change. To the audience, follow our cultural institution, The Voice, and in turn, support their relief efforts.
That is crazy, man. That is actually crazy. And
I want to see if we can
action. They have structural influence capable of one community repost.
Digga D. Exact same.
Anyway, let's go to the next one, because I know the problem is with this, you know, when you got bare content and you didn't realize how long things are gonna take. Yes, them ones there still. All right, so that we got that one. UK industry. No, do you know what? What I'll do what I'll do, I'll leave that for another day and another time. We're just gonna leave that here for now because I'm telling you, there's generally a lot to really go through. And I'm telling you, when I say the tea is piping hot, it generally is piping hot. You know what I mean? There you could go for another serving, you know what I mean? Another mug. You know what I mean? If you're not a mug, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn in the post notifications. So when I do go live or post any other content, especially when it comes to this, you'll be notified and you can watch there and then. Same thing with the other stuff, by the way. Any other content that I will react to or post, there you'll be notified. But anyway, yeah.